Wow. There we go. Yeah, I forgot to switch it from, I forgot I had it on a different channel from when I was recording. So all that talking I've been doing has been for nothing. Appreciate that. I could have gone a whole hours, hours and hours worth of streaming and me talking away and nothing be actually said. So, like I said, this game is pretty much, it's not really about being out of ore, it's about collecting ore and stuff like that. It's like right now we're getting the coal out of here. Right now we're saving up for a wash plant and a roller so we can try to level everything out. And the wash plant will be first, so that way we can actually separate all the high value stuff, the coal, lithium, gold, copper, all that stuff from the dirt that doesn't pay anything. We don't get any experience points for it, stuff like that. Plan on dumping the what I call dead dirt because it doesn't pay anything. I'm gonna dump it over the mountainside while I have everything else be put back in the hopper, because if you put everything into this hopper here directly into this mining company area, you get 30% more than just having a storage bin and selling it out of the storage bin. So my wash plant's gonna be dumping straight into the hopper I'm still dumping into right now. I bought Starfield, looking forward to it. I've never even heard of it, to be honest with you. But what I'm gonna do is, you can see all like the darker colored dirt. Like you have, let me show you here. Oops, wrong button. So you have all this different colors here. But if you go up to the top shelf up here, you have the darker colored dirt right there. That's just topsoil. That doesn't pay anything. And then the lighter color here, that's what they call pay dirt. That's when you start getting into the golds and coppers and stuff like that. And then you have the lighter gray, that's lithium. The darker gray, that's going to be coal. So what I want to do is, once I can get a wash plant going, get a roller, I'm going to start building a road up through, put a ramp up to this tier here, and then another ramp up to here, and start taking this back all the way up until you can see up here. You can see that next wall up there. I want to take the shelves all the way back to that back wall and have a big open area that we're going to be basically mining from. So all this stuff's pay dirt that's just filled with copper and gold and a whole bunch of other minerals and ores and stuff like that. So it's just a matter of getting to that point, though. So right now we need 156,000 just for the stuff that we have in our shopping cart in the store to get the wash plant going. Then I still need to buy other building materials to buy, for building a platform and stuff like that. Try to get the fuel container put over by the wash plant, build an actual fuel point and stuff like that. And then, like I said, with the roller, try to level all this out, smooth it out, so that way it's not as bumpy and we can keep our roads and stuff like that smooth. I would get a dumper truck, but the first 3 dumper trucks that you can get in the game as you level up, they're the older version of the dumpers. It's not the new ones. If we go into the store here, vehicles, dumpers. So the first 3 that are here, the Arvik, AT20, 30, and 40, those 3 are the first 3 dumpers they had in the game, and they're the older versions, to where each one of them, like this one holds 20 ton, 30 ton, and 40 ton. I can fit 3 bucket loads in this truck. 2 bucket loads you can drive the truck perfectly fine, but once you go to dump it, it like stutters. And when it stutters, it throws your stuff everywhere. If you put 3 loads of dirt into it, it drops my FPS from 60 down to like anywhere between 35 and 45. So it's really messy right now with these. They really need to update these, and I think they're still working on them. But these 3 here, I've heard that they work great, but I just haven't been able to level up enough to get them. So it's just a matter of working our way up to that. And the wheel loaders, I want to save up until we get to a 500. Yeah, actually a 501. The Arvik LW 501, that one will hold 8 tons. The one we're currently driving right now only holds 3.5 tons, I think, of dirt. I think we have the 300. I forget if we got the Sheraton. Either way, it doesn't matter because it's 6.5 ton. Okay, so yeah, I can only hold 6.5 ton of product right now in a bucket. Biggest game to come out this year from the makers of Skyrim. I'll have to take a look into it and see what it looks like. I haven't heard of it, so. Alright, we just need about 4 more bucket loads to have enough to purchase everything and still have a little bit of cash left over. So that way if we need to buy more odds and ends, we can. We're already starting to show quite a bit of dirt on this machine here. Been driving it all day. But yeah, this is just a fun, relaxing game. Just kick back and just pass time. Don't really need to think too much. Doesn't really require much effort, really. Just don't have to run around trying to find things or whatnot. It's just a matter of driving around trying to collect up money and experience points. Pretty much what it is. That way you can get the bigger and better equipment, stuff like that. And of course, I mean, the more you level up, the longer it takes to keep leveling up. So the bigger equipment will help out as you progress. So how are things going over there for you guys, Cobra? I think over here I've been seeing, one of my friends showed me a news article about COVID making a comeback and another shutdown possibly in September. So who knows? I haven't heard of too many cases around me personally. I think in the past 3 months I've only heard of 2 or 3 people around this area getting it. So, but they're talking about maybe mask mandates again and all this and that. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but you just never know with all the different variants and stuff of things going around. Alright, almost to the point of being able to get a wash plant going, which as of right now we're not going to really notice a big difference in the money and stuff like that, because we've been scooping out pure coal, so we'll be making the same amount of money, but the wash plant's going to help out for when we get into the dirt and stuff like that. It'll help separate everything, all the good paying ores from the dead dirt. We don't have to worry about any dirt going into our factory here, so we only get paid for all the good stuff. All right, 152,000. This next bucket load might get us to the point where we need to be going to, or we can start building things up. We will need to get some building blocks, I know that for a fact. So I want to make the hopper a little bit lower so where I can actually dump it into and I don't have to try to drive up onto a ramp or anything like that. So that's going to be fun. But the good thing is if you can get a building structure going, you can work off the grid. So that way everything's how you want it to be and you don't have any weird angles and so on and so forth. Got one piece of pole that's going to fall out, I can guarantee it. I'd be shocked if it doesn't. We can get past all these bumps, it might just make it. Holy crap. That one on the very corner there, it must have actually locked in then finally. It was bumping around when I was trying to back up out of the pit. There we go, and 160,000. All right, so let's back this up and we can start building up our wash plant. Let's hop on out. Can't wait to the building outposts in Starfield. Game has so much to do. Yeah, I'll have, like I said, I'll have to take a look into it and see what it's all about. Like I said, I haven't even heard of it. All right, so buildings. Let's go concrete. I'm gonna add, say, ooh, I don't think we're gonna have enough. 170,000. I think right now what I'm gonna do. Can I do 25? No. 15. No. 10. That'll leave us 150 or like $1,000, if that. $537. All right. So first things first, let's get this out of here. So I need to build up. Let's see if I can. Will this snap? It does, but it doesn't. All right. So at least this way we have something to go off of. And that hopper, I want to have the hopper over here to where we can dump down into it. So we'll need to bring this over. And the good thing with these blocks is, say I just ran out, I can come over here and I can demolish all these blocks and basically get them back. I just need to save this one here. Come on. If I can just... Okay, we'll do it this way. There we go. Alright. Now, try to get the hopper going the right direction is going to be key. Let me go into third person here. See if I can... Of course, there's no arrow on this, but I need to look for... Okay, so it will be going the right way. It's going to be coming out this way. So if I dump it in, it's going to be going out that direction. So let's go ahead and get rid of that one. And the bad thing is I think we're going to be sticking out just a little bit where we're going to need ramp pieces, but that's not going to be that much of an issue, to be honest with you. Am I out of... I am out. Uh-oh. Okay, that's fine. Alright. So we'll need our sorters. Conveyor ups. Wash plant. Jaw crusher. Fractioner. And let's do conveyor lefts for right now. So that's our sorter, and everything's gonna be floating right now until we get enough money to where we can actually put a foundation up underneath of it. So it's just a matter of... Okay, so let's see. Up, up. So the stuff that's going in the bottom one... Okay, so coming out of the top is going to be the high value. Going out the bottom is going to be our lower value. So let's go ahead and... Can I jump and get that? There we go. And then our bottom one be the wash plant. And then our top one... I don't know if I can jump and get that. And that's going to be so, you know, let's come up here. Be a little bit easier. There we go. Let's do that. And then, is that going to be blocking? No. That'll actually work out pretty good. But we do need our conveyor rights. Let's do that one there. That one like that. And then I want to have it go out this way with this because the top one is going to circle back around this direction. The bottom one I'm going to have, that's going to be our dead dirt. It's going to be shooting off the side of the mountain over here. So I need this one to curve back around. So that means we're going to need more left-hand turns, which sucks. But actually, you know what? That's not going to work. Let me see here. How can I do this? Because this one here is going to have to... I'm going to have to go up one more into the fractioner, have it turn around into a trommel. And I'm all out of pieces for right now for what I can really do. So let's go ahead and make some more money so that way I can buy more pieces. But it's got quite a bit of it already complete. It's just a matter of being able to piece it all over together. Over 1,000 planets to explore. Gonna be bit. It sounds like it. Try to get probably about 4 more bucket loads, and we should have enough money to be able to complete. Hopefully. So I still need to buy more pieces for the platform and for the hopper itself. But at least this way, like I said, if we start getting into the dirt and stuff, we won't have that top layer, the topsoil, going in to the main factory. It'll all be sorted out, and all the stuff that's not going to be paying us very well, if anything, will just get dumped. The trommel itself, we will need to have for the high value stuff from the fractioner. The jaw crusher isn't really necessary until we get down into like bedrock, to where we're gonna have like stone and stuff like that we need to turn into gravel. Gravel you make quite a bit of money from. At least you used to. I don't know if they changed it or not. So like I said, I'll get probably about 3 or 4 bucket loads in here so that way we have some more playing cash. It's gonna go quick. Especially with the bits and pieces that we still need to get yet to try to complete this. I'm trying to keep it as compact as I possibly can. It's a lot easier if you can just go in a straight line with it and stuff like that. Less turning and stuff like that, but at least this way, eventually we can get a building put around it. Make it look halfway decent instead of it just floating around. It's weird I only have less than 14,000 because each bucket load here is 7,000 something. I must not be getting full bucket loads. There we go. You can't tell me that's not a full bucket. I got some that the dirt lock isn't catching, so... Let's see if we can make it through all these bumps without losing any more. That should be a good bucket load right there. We can get up over 28,000. That should be plenty, hopefully, to get the plant running and operational. So maybe one more decent bucket load and we'll be good to go. Hopefully. We shall see. And then once I get it all going, I'll let you know how this actually operates and how it works. Let's get one more decent bucket load here. Come over here, it's kind of... There we go. And there we go. Alright. That might get us up over 28,000. We'll see. It's not as full as the last bucket. But I can just try to get the stuff aiming back towards the hopper we've been dumping into. Would be great. Come on, get off there. There we go. Alright, so we're up to 30,000 again. Alright, so now what I need to do is I need to buy one piece at a time here. Alright, we need a conveyor up. Let's see, right there. Okay. Then I think these are right. Yeah, it's going to be going the wrong way. So I need 2 more going to the left. Okay, add that. 2. And there we go. That. All right, and then the fractioner. And then I'll need the trommel. Ooh. So I'm going to have it zigzag the way it looks. So let's have another one to the left. That. then to the right. And that should fall right into the hopper. It's going to be... Yeah, it's going to be close, but it should be good. All right, so that's that. And then... So just to run through, because that's pretty much done, except for I need to get the bottom sorters going. So this sorter here, all right. So you'll have all the like low income, you know, you'll still have the high value stuff like gold, stuff like that. Will come out the top, I believe, or it might be the bottom. And then it's also going to have just a regular dirt. That's why the wash plant here will wash all the gold, copper, and everything else out of the dirt. And then it'll run back into another sorter, which all the high value stuff will come out the top and it'll come over here to the hopper as well. All the regular dirt that's not going to pay anything, I'm going to have it shoot straight out over the mountain and it'll no longer be seen. All the high value stuff, like the platinum, lithium, stuff like that, all the gravel, stone, stuff like that will go up through the jaw crusher. If it's blasted rock, it'll crush it down into stone or gravel. And then it'll go back up, come through the fractioner, and then through the trommel. The high value stuff will come out the top. The gravel and low value stuff will come out the bottom. What's up, Jimmy? Yes, very long time no see. So let's get the conveyor straights. And what I want to do is that should fall straight into that. The good thing about these conveyor straights, or just conveyors in general, you will have... They act as hoppers. Don't worry, these are floating right now. I will build up a structure, so don't worry. I'll build up a structure so that way they're not just free floating. It will look good in the end. So it's just a matter of time. So right now we need to continue this out. I want to go out another one. And that should be good. It should fall down and start... It will probably gather up there, but it'll, you know, mound up and go out that direction. And I wish I could chop down trees, but I can't. What's that, Jimmy? Alright, $7,000. How many conveyor straights can I get? 5,000, so I can only get one as of right now. And the bad thing is, well, that's going right for the hopper, so I don't know if I'll have to raise that up or if it's a decent level where I can just have it drop right down in. But I do need to get another few bucket loads here so that way I can finish up all the conveyors. And then I also need to have the cash to be able to build up the hopper. And then after that, I just gotta save up the money again to get the roller. Now we can start moving pay dirt and get away from this coal vein here. What have I been up to? Just been working. Did take our vacation down to Florida a few weeks back. We left, what was it, the 4th of August? I took the 2nd of August through the 16th of August off of work. And then, so the 2nd and 3rd of August, I pretty much got everything around at the house, took my dog to the boarding house, made sure all perishable items were thrown away or used up, stuff like that. And then we headed down to Florida. Would have been that Friday, I think Friday the 4th. And then we got down there Saturday afternoon to the house that we stayed in. And that first night was our busier night. As soon as we got there, I stayed there with my 2 boys. And while my parents went to go get groceries, and before they got back, I had my sister, my niece, and my niece's boyfriend. They came over. They live probably about an hour away from where we stayed. And then shortly after that, my ex-wife came over with her 2 oldest daughters and our twins. And then shortly after that, my cousin, his girlfriend, and her 3 daughters came over. So we had 15 people in the house on the first day. We all swam in the pool and ate dinner, stuff like that. Went down to the beach, because the beach was only like a 5-minute walk away, if that. And we stayed in Ormond Beach, which is the very northern tip of Daytona Beach. And then shortly after that, well, that evening, my cousin, his group took off. Promoted to level 7, truck driver tier 1. My cousin and his group left that evening. My sister and her group stayed the night. My ex-wife left with her 2 oldest daughters. They went home. So that night was my parents, all 4 of my kids, myself, my sister, niece, and her boyfriend. And then the next day, my sister's group left. And so pretty much all week was just my parents and my kids, and myself, of course. We went to the beach a couple times, and we mainly just stayed in the house and swam in the pool. And one of the days, the kids were kind of bored and buggy for a little bit, so we changed it up, went down the road, probably about a half mile. There was a mini golf place that had 2 18-hole mini golf courses. So we did the one course that day, which was the hardest of the 2. And then Thursday came around, my ex-wife came back with her 2 oldest daughters, or actually her 2 oldest daughters drove separate. They came in Thursday night, and then Friday my ex came in, and that Friday we all went back to the mini golf. We did the other course and went down to the beach again. And then Saturday morning, which would have been the 14th, we started heading back home here. Got back Sunday, got back just in time where I was able to run the Daytona race with the league. And then Monday, I took off Monday as well to get the house in order and everything else, get the dog, and get groceries. Tuesday was just make sure all the laundry and stuff was done, and then Wednesday I was back to work. So it was a eventful beginning of August. A lot of moving around and a lot of moving pieces, but it was fun. But now I'm back to the normal grind of things with all the overtime and work. Trying out different games and stuff. I found this game and I enjoy playing it, so I figured I'd start putting it out for you guys. And I think I'm gonna stop after this bucket, finish up the wash plant. I should have enough to where I can get building materials for the hopper, get that going, and then we can start saving up for a roller, because we definitely need a roller to level everything out, smooth everything out. especially if I want to build ramps up onto the shelves behind us to start moving actual pay dirt. Alright. So let's go ahead and I need more straight pieces. Oop, get out of there. I need more straight pieces. We could probably sell off the conveyor right, but I want to make sure I can finish off everything before I do that. So let's go ahead and get at least 2 conveyor straights. I'm not sure if that's going to take us... I don't think that's going to get us quite there or not. Nope, just short. So let's go ahead and get 1 more conveyor straight. And that's going to take it straight into the hopper for us. Right there. So we'll have all the high value items from like all the gold, or not gold, but lithium, platinum, stuff like that will be drop out of there and in. And then wish I can kick these in. I can kick them around, but it won't go in because there's that lip right there. And then all the gold, copper, stuff like that. The lower valued of the high value items, if that makes sense, will come out of this one and in. So now what we need to do is finish this up. So get in the concrete, get some more concrete blocks. I'm gonna get 15 more of those. I'm gonna need some concrete roof pieces. I'm gonna need at least 5 of those. Alright, so let's finish this off. Now this is just getting things set up. It's not going to be perfect as of right now. So as you can see, I'm pretty much just getting it to where when we dump stuff in, we don't have to be as careful because we can just get it and it'll hit that and it'll roll in. Let's get this block in there. Alright. Been taking care of Mom. She had both of her big toes fixed. Oh, that's good. How's she doing? Posted a picture, huh? Let me check the Discord here. 104 degrees. Holy crap. Yeah, it's been pretty mild here the last few days. Alright, so that's that. What I want to do... Yeah, 4 more concrete blocks. Let's do that. Oop, I can't get up there. Get it to where none of the stuff will fall out. Alright, bad thing is that there is a lip, so I need to get 4 of the concrete ramps. And what we'll do... Can I... please? Come on. There we go. Then I should be able to go ahead and do it like this. There we go. And it'll go up into there. Now eventually what I can do is build it off and have these blocks going around here and build, get the fuel in here or have it out here somewhere. But as of right now, all we need to do now is save up money for a roller, and we can start working on all the pay dirt that's over here. So let me get some coal here and I'll show you how the plant's going to work. Hopefully everything is going to work out perfectly fine. I do see one thing I might still need to do just to make sure that nothing falls out. But we'll see how it works here first. Make sure everything works fine. That way we don't start getting into it and just run load after load after load and all of a sudden you're like, uh-oh. Alright, what I want to do is take a few buckets from this area here, go straight with it, get into some of the dirt as well, so that way we can make sure and see if all of the dead dirt goes out the back like how we want it to. What you cooking? So we just need to remember now to put it into our hopper and not directly in. Even though there's no dirt in this right now, we're pretty much going to have it all fall out the one area instead of having it all working how we want it to. Alright, so now just have it dump straight into there. And you can see that sorter's going. It's only going to be running for so long, so... And the other sorter won't be going because there's nothing low value. The trommel's going, and that is just barely making it into that hopper. We might have to build off of this, so that way we know everything will fall in there. That piece was already here beforehand. I don't have to worry about this piece. Actually, did I just... I think I might have just kicked it in. Huh. Either there, it fell through, one of the two. Alright, so now, just for a test, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to get a scoop of dirt. Just so that way you guys can see it. So this side over here doesn't really matter. And actually, I see some coal right in there. I might get a couple scoops from over in this area. Just so that way you guys can kind of see this in action. How it's going to work out. So this has a little bit of pay dirt, a little bit of dead dirt. I don't know what else it might have. So that's going. Alright, so that trommel, or that sorter's going. That sorter's going. All the dead dirt's going to fall out right there. And that's going to eventually roll down. All the good stuff, all the high value stuff will come on out over here. Should. Come on. There we go. There's a little bit of stuff there. So a lot of that was dead dirt. There's hardly anything that actually came out over here. But as we can see, this was working. We'll come on down here. You can see the piles starting up right here. So if I can... I wish I could delete this tree, but I don't think I can. No. Nope. There's no way of deleting trees. I'm going to have to run them over and knock them down with machinery. But there you can see the dead dirt will go out the backside. Cooking us? Oh, you guys are cooking. I thought you meant you were like cooking dinner or something. So I seen a coal node over here. Just a little tiny one right there. So we'll get a little bit of that. And then we'll start going and running the better stuff. But this way, none of the cheap dirt that has no value whatsoever will be going in to the factory itself. So, once again, have a little bit right there. You'll be able to see the stuff falling out the top, the bottom, and then out the backside down the hill. So it's all working pretty decently there. So we got some of the coal coming out, and we got the dead dirt going out the backside down the hill. Which, there's a lot more dead dirt than anything. So yeah, you can just see it starting to pile up there, but eventually it'll it'll all work itself down. What the heck is that? This must be some type of rock. So, but that'll take forever for it to really build up to where we really have to worry about it. Hey, what's up, Doug? So let's start making some money here. Let's get more coal in. That way we can get ourselves a roller. Hey Doug, when's the next season start? So I want to see if I have enough time to be able to actually race with you guys. Right now I'm just doing the main tracks where I know I'm not going to cause any issues for the playoff drivers. This is called Out of Ore. It's a pretty fun, relaxing game. It's an early access game, so they're still building it up. Right now we just got our wash plant going, trying to save up for a roller so we can flatten out this ground and start building up a ramp road up on the shelves up there to start getting more stuff. Getting more different types of ores and building up our money. Five weeks left, 2 weeks off. Well, hopefully I can have Sunday off this next shift bid, so that way I can continue racing with you guys. It all depends on who stays on other shifts, if people move off first shift or comes back to second shift from third shift. It'd be nice to keep having my weekends off, at least have Sunday off somehow or another. Yeah, it's just missed so much of the season this time that just, okay, I'm just going to race the races where I know I'm not going to cause any issues and cause the playoff drivers to lose their chance at the championship, you know. A lot of product because of this road right now. You guys are at what, Richmond tonight? That's not one of my best tracks. I'm not gonna go there. I might be there next week because I think next week's Michigan? Michigan's a pretty decent track. Plant's working pretty decent. I just want to do a few modifications to it. I mean, I'm not saying Richmond isn't fun, it's just not one of my better tracks, and I know that I just don't want to cause any issues, you know? I don't want to be that guy. Since I'm down in the points, there's no chance of me really doing anything with, you know, the point standings except for cause somebody to have a bad day possibly, so I'm not going to be that guy. I missed the race last night. I need to go back and watch the highlights from it. Oh, I know it is. I never had the best of luck at Richmond, so I was like, I'm just gonna play it safe. 10 barrel rolls, 6 of them was in the air. Nice. Well, if you're gonna do it right. Oh, it was Priest who wrecked? Car got some airtime. I would say if 6 out of the 10 rolls are in the air. Just posted short of my son-in-law doing a barrel roll on his ATS Friday night. I want to get back into ATS so bad. It's just getting the time to do it. And it's hard enough the way it is, just putting out games like this that doesn't take that much effort, you know? I don't think we're losing any products, so that's good. I haven't seen anything on the old ramp to the hopper, so... Yeah, like I said, if there wasn't as much overtime from work, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I'd be able to put more content out, but it's like if I don't go in early, there's a risk of me having to stay over late. And it's like if I go in early, it's from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. and if I have to stay over, it's from 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. So it's like, and then last week I had 3 days I was on call to where there's a spot opening and nobody signed up for it. I would have had to be forced in. And the thing with being on call is if you don't get forced in, there's a chance you get forced over. And if you get forced over and you're still on call the next day, you can get forced in early. So there's a lot of times we work back-to-back 12-hour shifts with only 8 hours in between. Yeah, I've been seeing she's been doing a lot of streams and stuff. Ooh, get that piece. Get in there. Yeah, we only need $130,000 more to go so we can get a roller. So, what should we build our wash plant building out of? Should we build it out of concrete, metal, or wood? You want to build the building out of concrete? Gotta get coffee and get ready for tonight. Have fun. I'll check this out later. Looks interesting. It's a fun, relaxing game, that's for sure. But good luck tonight, Doug. If I'm not streaming, I'll check in on you. Tell everybody good luck for me. So, for those who don't know, Doug Burns, he is part of the racing league I am in for iRacing. And he has a couple channels for YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, stuff like that. It's How to Suck at iRacing. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, go and check them out. If you looked at some of my last videos from iRacing in the league, with how I edit it and everything, you'll see his broadcast and my POV, stuff like that. Links are in there if you need to try to find them. I think on Twitch it is Suck at iRacing. It's not How to Suck at iRacing. I think it's just Suck at iRacing. So, grilling some ribeye steak. Oof. I just realized I haven't ate today. I was like, why am I so hungry? But then he said ribeye steak, and it's like, You said build it out of concrete. You want everything made out of concrete. That's gonna be... Well, I won't do the roof as concrete. Hey, what's up, Boxcar? How you doing? Ooh. Gonna need some fuel here shortly. Starting to go down pretty quick. I'm doing pretty good. Just hanging out, chilling. Trying to make some money and level up here. Try to save that money up for a roller here so I can smooth things on out. It's getting pretty wild and crazy here. Guy's definitely gonna need a chiropractor, that's for sure. Local store 3-pack ribeye steaks, $15 after discount. Nice. I do have some steaks up in the freezer, but I'd have to thaw them out. Now, do you want me to do all concrete floors, or do you want to do steel floors? Do you want to do wooden floors? You just want the walls concrete? I mean, how do you think this should look, Jimmy? And everybody else? Mix it up. You want to do metal floors, metal roof? I really don't need any concrete floors because the only thing that's really going to have any type of weight to it is right at the hopper itself. I've already got that taken care of. We only need $100,000 more to go. Get the roller. It's gonna be so much nicer with that roller. Let me tell you that much right now. I would start getting more building supplies for the building, but we need to get that roller. I can't be spending all my money on building supplies. get some fuel here quick. That way we don't have to worry about it. Alright. That should do us for quite a while here. Took down quite a bit of our money too. Just trying to keep it to where we don't have to take out another loan. Been working on my town car, got all the parts for the front end. Nice. Yeah, you can really start seeing all the dirt and grime on the vehicle now. Starting to get worn out. At least the wash plant's working how it needs to be. I would try to scrape off all this stuff, but it's just gonna cause more harm than good with this wheel loader. So what all are you planning on doing with the town car? Was it wrecked and you're trying to fix it up, or are you just trying to just fix it up just in general, or what? Yeah, so the tailings on the edge of the mountain isn't really adding up too much as of right now, but it will eventually definitely when we start running all that stuff. Bought from a friend, fixing it up for mom. Nice. Oh, well, that's nice of you. Oh, come on. This thing's so bumpy. We don't have too much longer and we'll get the roller. And then we can start working on the ramps going up. Start running some different material. At least we got some nice clear weather here. Beginning of the stream was nothing but rain. I'm trying to take off some of these bumps as much as I can, but I can only do so much. See, I'm slowly getting deeper and deeper in here, so that way I can try to scrape it out a little bit better. We're about halfway up to level 8. Actually, we're more than halfway. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit of dirt in there. I want to just check the tailings down here. Shouldn't be too bad. Just it's gathering on this tree. But if you can see, it'll just roll down if we can get it to go down there. That's the thing. But right now it's, once this gets all filled in right here, it'll start tapering back off again. Alright, 121,000, be another 30-something thousand left to go. Like I said, I could start digging out that lithium node right there and start making more money and stuff, but I just don't want to notch it out just in the center, because we'll have to work on those shelves. And if I notch it out, that's just less working room we have to work with. Be able to drive on and stuff like that. Start up on the top shelf and work our way down. We'll be done with this coal vein here shortly. And we always have it to go back to if we need to, but once we start running the pay dirt and stuff, you'll be able to see a little bit more of the plant in action. Oh, come on. Get off of there. So we're at almost 100 and, okay, a little over 130,000. So if we go into store, vehicles, compactor, oh, it's 176,000. So we only need 40-something thousand more to go, almost 50,000. Cannot wait to start cutting into that stuff up there. nice little change. We've been working on this coal node here for quite a while. Get the roller, I can level out this mound that's right up in here. That's this little mound here that I'm passing, that's just part of the base map. Get rid of that so that way we don't have that sticking up. Just level everything off. I still think things are gonna fall out of there sometimes, but it's not. It's making its way in, so it's all that matters. Try and do a little scraping, like I said, as I go along. I get somewhat smoother if I can. You can kind of see where I went through right there. I guess it did smooth it out a little bit. Should put us up over 145,000. I don't think we're getting the full amount because we're having dirt mixed in with the coal now. Scraping this off as much as we can. This side here is really bad. You can see sometimes it does a little bit more harm than good. Another 30-something thousand, we can get that roller. And then we'll be moving on up to the top tiers. Oop, dropped a piece. We're gonna have dirt falling all the way down the side of that mountain by the time we're done. to get this to level back out instead of keep digging down deeper and deeper for right now. Ooh, it got foggy all of a sudden. I have a feeling that's going to mean it's going to rain here shortly. The only thing is, I don't think we're going to be making the money or the experience points nearly as quick running that pay dirt. But that's alright. Now the other question is do we keep hauling everything down here? Or do we create a conveyor belt system that goes all the way up there to where we're not traveling back and forth as much? And that's just going to be a lot of... It's going to take a little time to be able to get a belt system going that far. But we can run a belt system, that's what you guys want to see. Ooh, there's a little bit of lag. Less than 20,000 left to go, and we'll have that roller. And we're almost leveling up. We might be getting both of them right around the same time, level 8 and the roller. But yeah, the belt will definitely make things a little bit quicker once we get it, if we can get it up there. It's just a matter of getting it there, though. That's gonna be the fun part. Come on, dig. That is not a full bucket. There we go. That's a full bucket. I think 2 more buckets ought to do it. This one will put us up over the mark of where we can get the roller, and the next one after that will be just a safety net. Come on, get off of there. Yep, we should be getting there here shortly. Now we're definitely gonna hit the roller before we level up. Actually, I think, yeah, we don't have enough for right now, but we'll get the roller after this next scoop. Come on. It's just so uneven, it's hard to get a good chomp into the ground. So we'll dump this, let it run through. We should have just enough for a roller then. Alright, so let that run through. I just don't like how it's just hitting the very edge right there. Once we build up the building, I should be able to build something up to where that won't need to really be too concerning anymore. And this over here, yeah, it's definitely starting to add up more and more. But that's nothing compared to what it's about ready to be. So let me go ahead. I'm going to come out here in the open. If I go to the store, purchase the roller back down to just a little under 5,000. Spawn in the roller. I'm gonna go fill it up and then get things leveled out here. I think while this is filling up, I am gonna go take a quick little break, go to the bathroom, and I will be right back. Alright. So that's all filled up. Let's go ahead and release the parking brake. That'll be beneficial. Now let's start rolling this out slowly here. And this will get things all nice and level for us, even though we're going to be starting to move to a different area. At least this way we know if we ever need to come back here, it'll all be flattened out and ready to go for us. Nice and smooth. A little bit more here, and then I'll actually go in and smooth out the pit itself. I also want to get this area over here. Get this done. Oop. That's a high mound there. And there we go. That one's taken care of. Let's get down in here and start smoothing this out. Much better. Gotta smooth out the edges so that way we can get in and out a little bit easier as well. How much nicer that is. Go ahead and park this up, and we'll start working on the ramps going up to that top shelf. That way we can start digging that out. Go ahead and do this, and then hit tab. Alright, well, since we're gonna be, might as well put the roads going up this way. Then again, I think there's more room on the other side, the transition of the ramps. There isn't much room here. I mean, it's doable, I guess. It just won't be as straight down, though, as it would be over there. Yeah, we'll put the road on this side, on the other side over there, where the roller's at. That way we can go straight up with it. Remember, we just gotta make 2 ramps, because that third shelf is the one we're gonna be digging out. So, let's lower this down, kind of angled up a little bit. Start digging into this. I'm not sure how much of this is going to be spat out the back, but get ready for that mound of dirt to start growing. Faster and faster. Now, I wonder how much of that's actually going to go into the hopper. Try to make some money off of building this ramp. Is none of it gonna go out? Oh, there we go. We got a little bit. Got a little bit of ore coming out. Wasn't very much. That was a lot of dirt getting sucked out the back end of this. So as you can see, us working on this stuff up here, it's gonna take a lot longer to make money and level up. So, but that's all part of mining. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna be a lot of dead stuff coming out, a lot of tailings. Go ahead and try to keep the same angle as what we had before, and I will make this wider. It's just a matter of getting it going first. Come on. What, Railroads Online? Yeah, we'll get back into it. We're just the game needed a lot of work done to it, so and then the developers kind of stopped on it for a while, and so but now there's a lot of stuff. The thing is, they have it to where it's an early development game, but instead of like this game where they work on the patches and updates and stuff like that, and then just push it all out in one update, what they have is, in order for you to see what they've been working on, you have to go through the beta. So you have to install the beta form of the game instead of the regular version of the game. And it won't carry over, so everything that you worked on will disappear once it gets updated. So I was trying to wait for all the good stuff that they've been trying to work on to be in the actual, like, the regular game instead of just the beta version. So that way we can play with all the cool features that they've been coming out with. Like the dynamic skies and the weather and, you know, different odds and ends with the game that they've been trying to work on. Instead of switching back and forth between the two different versions of the game, just have it to where you can use all them functions in the regular game. So I've just been trying to hold out on it for the time being. Slowly work on this ramp here. There hasn't really been anything going into the hopper for selling off anyways. I've been making a little bit of money here, but not nearly as much as what we were. But it's to be expected. We're getting into the normal stuff now instead of just the pure coal. Let's see how much is actually getting pushed out. So that's hardly anything. Made $3,000 off of that. So that means that this pile back here should be growing pretty quick. Oh yeah, it's all starting to roll down, and yep. But that was to be expected. I need to put some stairs in right here, but then again, once we start making the building, it'll all be done differently. It won't be all out in the open like that. I just need to focus on where I cut up there will be where all the pay dirt's at. I don't want to get nothing but dead dirt. Tailings is what they call. It's pretty much what's going off the backside of the mountain is tailings. All the stuff is not valuable enough to even think about selling. As long as we get a little bit of money and some experience while we do this, the dirt's not really going to waste. trying to get to where the ramp isn't that steep. It's going to be kind of hard to do, but we'll get it. Change the sensitivity of my mouse. There we go. That way if I don't move it slightly, you're not like, whoa, all the way over there. I do want to fix this hopper a little bit though. The pain in the butt to try to get the front wheels up over top of that lip. So what I'm gonna do, come into this, oh, there we go. Come into the store. Buildings, concrete. I want to buy 8 more of these. At least. And then I want to sell off this right, conveyor right. Alright. And then get rid of these. And then add on to this. Come on. There we go. Friend on the bio message the other day, some dumbass tourist tried to get a selfie with a gator in the parking lot at a restaurant. A worker had to scare the gator back into the bayou. Wow. Some people just aren't smart. Oh, come on. Come on. It's like as soon as I get to... There we go. It's really tricky without terraforming the land to get it to snap into where you want it. So if I can get right there... There we go. There we go. Alright. So that'll be a little bit easier to dump into, but actually another thing I want to try is store, go into steel railing. Why can I not add... Oh, it's unlock level 8. I can't do that. I gotta wait till level 8 to get the real railing, which should be hopefully the next bucket load. So we're almost to level 8. We're only, what, 27 experience points away from leveling up. I want to get a railing there, that way I can just bump the wheels up to the railing, so that way I know I'm not going to go too far. But I kind of want to take this out another block length, perhaps. So that way I can get all 4 wheels. Oh, I guess I can, right here. Alright. That works. But it would be nice to get another block length out of that, though. And let that run through to level 8. And there we go. Alright, so now if I go into the store, there we go. Now I can add that 4, and just because I want to... How much? Got 1 block, so all I just need to do is buy 3 of these. First things first, I'll get the railing up right here, like that. And even though I just put these down, I'm gonna redo it. That one. Come on. There we go. Oop. Didn't realize I was that close to the wheel loader. That one. It's just a matter of being able to find that sweet spot to where it can snap in. There we go. Just had to go the other way with it. Trying to get this one. This one's going to be tricky. This one's going to fight with me. And it's going to fight with me tooth and nail. There's not enough room for it to latch onto. I'm going to have to do this. Don't want to. But it has to be done. There. And then if I can... I hate doing this, but it's the only way. I don't want to use that hand tool like that, but... Alright, so... There's a nice unloading platform to get up onto. Oop, it's raining. So I'm trying to get it to where this ramp isn't so steep. There's only so much I can do here. I don't know if using the roller, I'm losing everything out of that bucket. Come on. Yeah, the dirt voxels, which is like the balls of dirt, I think they're gonna be redoing those here in the next update, to where it's gonna look like real dirt instead. I'm not sure. I've just seen kind of some screenshots and stuff, so hopefully that changes, because that's what makes the game lag. Posted some pics, some from a friend. Alright, check those out here. Let's see. Happiness is getting my... Wow. Back of the truck. It says, happiness is getting my load off. Women at a pump. Do women shake the pump after filling up, or is it just a man thing? What's that last photo of? Just... Oh. That's not real. That's a blow-up doll. Trucker has a blow-up doll in the passenger seat with the seatbelt on it. Oh my. This first ramp is almost complete. It's just a matter of breaking through and then getting the roller to it. It's still steeper than I want it to be. Look for the tow truck one. Was it one you just posted, or? It's not in memes and photos. Let's see. I'm not seeing a tow truck one. It's the one by the ruck load, huh? The one before, what's a ruck load? Oh yeah, the camel towing. Yeah, I saw that one the other day. A bad thing about the concrete is things get stuck on it. Green bananas and the heat's helping them. Yeah, that's the thing. The heat really ripens bananas up really quick. I wonder if I can get that to level out. I'm just not sure how steep it's really going to be. I just don't like how it's pumped up. I don't know if I can get those mounds out here at the top or not. Doesn't look like it. Well, it's getting a little bit better. It's actually a lot better. I spilt some dirt here and there. Just try to go all over this area here. It's fairly decent for the most part. And we can start working our way up to the next level. But I know these two pieces of dirt here are going to form mounds, so I'm going to leave the roller down here for now. Come on. That little wheel is pretty much, since I've changed up the land terrain, it's trying to load everything in before you can actually drive off. Oop, almost lost that. Alright, start working on the next ramp. And it should be wide enough to where when we get the bigger equipment, should be good. Now the only bad thing is this next level up doesn't have that much room, but if we start working on taking that shelf off right in front of the ramp, we can start making our way across. So let's just go ahead and do what we did on the other one. See all the pieces of dirt falling off. That's the one reason why I wanted the roller, because it's gonna get pretty bad. So I think the next piece of machinery that we're going to be saving up for is a bigger wheel loader. Because as you can see, this thing just does not want to go. Yep, definitely gonna have to get the roller in here after a couple scoops. It's just gonna keep getting worse and worse. I'm gonna lose more and more dirt even every time if I don't keep it smooth. So now I want to try something once. What's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Trying to figure out. Is it in here? Settings. Now the question is how to get. How do you do that? I remember seeing time lapse before. I just can't. Oh, right here, time lapse recorder. All right, so if I take this camera, can I go up high? How do I? Okay, spacebar raises. Okay. So if I say eventually I want to build like a tower right here, like a radio tower type of thing, I can have the camera up here looking down on the whole area like this. And you can watch me. All I gotta do is hit left mouse button to start and stop capture. So sprint is down. So that's shift. And then jump, which is spacebar, or my handbrake. Because I switched that. It'll be up. So if I... Where am I at? 'Cause I want to make sure that I'm in a spot where I can make a tower here. But be able to oversee everything. Maybe like right here? And this would be like a time-lapse video. So if I hit left mouse button, movement locked, recording, tire screen, no HUD. Alright, so if I exit out, can I not exit out? How do I... Oh, resume. No? E to exit. Wow. I just gotta read my own screen. So now it's recording all my movements and us working, so... So now this is something I can put together for you guys for a video. Just gotta find the recording, that is. And then get it in my editor. Just gonna go ahead and level all this out. Don't want to lose any more dirt than what we already are. Stuff's not really paying us the best anyways, so... Alright. Actually, selling this dirt off isn't really doing too bad for us. We're already back up to 42,000. We only had another 10,000 more to go for our experience points to level up, so it's not too bad. This dirt does not like to lock in the bucket like the coal does. Either that or maybe I'm not giving it enough time. I don't know. Now I set it up to where it pretty much takes a screenshot once every 5 seconds. So it'd be interesting to see how it turns out. Man, just those little tiny pieces of dirt really put some pretty nasty lumps in our road already. Look at that. If I knew this wasn't pay dirt, I'd just dump it off the side somewhere, but since I know we can get money off of it, can't exactly do that. Need the sun to come back out. The good thing about the bumps are, once you take the rollover, it's not like it's adding, like in real life, if dirt fell off, the ramp would be like starting to build up and build up and build up, even though you're smashing it back down again. It doesn't do that, so that's always a good thing. Do need to roll that back out though. I think it's even bumpy out here. Let's get back in the roller. So I'm glad I have this thing now. Pass over this way. And I'll start rolling all the way down to where our path is that we usually take. Just make sure this is all good to go. It's not that bad, but there are a few spots where it needs to be taken care of. You know, a bad thing is you can't really tell where you've already been over unless it's a really bad bumpy area. It's not like mowing the grass where you can see where you were at past before. Take this back up top. Alrighty. See if we can get more than 3 passes in this time. And if I just take my time here, shake loose all the loose dirt here where we're digging. So if I got one piece on the outside of the bucket, I don't know if that'll fall off or not. It might be okay. Until I go and change directions and it'll probably fall off. Nope. Alright. It's locked on there apparently. See, now if I would have just thrown this right into the original hopper, it would all get processed through, including the dead tailings. But instead now it's all the dead stuff's getting pushed out the back here. I should take the wheel loader down here and just get rid of these trees. That way I can actually see it from up top better. That's a lot of dirt that's just falling down. Let me get the wheel loader down in there. I want to get rid of these trees, even though the trees can grow back in topsoil. But at least for the time being, put the bucket up so that way I don't dig into the ground. See if I can get it down in there. I can get it down there, but it's a matter of getting it back up here is the issue. Oh, this is a bad idea, but there's one tree. Oh, come on. Why won't this tree fall now? There it goes. Now, the question is, can I find a way back up? Oh, this is sketch. Can I rock climb this? Do not try this at home, kids. Come on. Grab. Good job. Come on. There is no way that there is no way that could have possibly happened in real life, but it's okay. Oh, wasn't there a tree right in the middle of the conveyor? Or was that the one that I just knocked down? That was the one I just knocked down. Okay. So at least now, if I come out here and I want to check the tailings, I can actually see it better now. Alrighty. Get back to work on this ramp. Got a long way to go here. This ramp's taking forever. I said, try and knock off all the loose pieces here. Best we can. I'm gonna say that one piece. There it goes. sure I might lose another one. Yep, right there it is. Thought I saw another one, but it wasn't moving when I was twitching it back and forth. We might have almost enough money to start working on the building. I really want to get these ramps done. Got one piece right there, but I don't know if that's really going to go anywhere. I got two pieces that aren't locked. And there goes the one. I'm sure if I hit a bump, the other one's going to go off. Yep, there it goes. Should take us up almost 50,000, if not more, hopefully. Depending on what's all in that. Could all be just dead dirt for all we know. That's the thing about it now, is you just never know what you're gonna get here. Could have a good scoop here and there, but majority of these scoops probably won't really be the best. Until we get to that node that's over there with a lot of lithium and stuff. But the good thing about it is all the money we do make is going to us. Yeah, that whole bucket we took up here this last time had nothing in it. I wonder if that bucket does. There we go, we got some in that one. NBC National News showing the... oh, priest wreck. Must have been pretty bad then, huh? I'm just gonna have to face it. I'm gonna be dumping some of this. There's no way around it. I can tiptoe through here all I want and take forever doing it. Or just get it done and go over it with the roller. be much longer to get this other ramp done, but I need to make sure it's wide enough to be able to get all the vehicles up and down it, even though I don't think it's gonna be a minute before we can get a large truck and stuff like that. Come on, dig in. Trying to get that slope off of there so it's not as steep. I need to get the roller out. What's up, Nathan? Level this all back out. It's just getting be a minefield of bumps. But the good thing is it doesn't take long for the roller to knock him back out. Y'all have to take a look at that, see how bad the wreck actually was. I haven't seen it. Alright, I just need to... I think I can knock down that lip at the top with the roller. Probably knock this lip down here with the roller, but I do need to widen this out a bit more. I need to take another path up right here, knock that down. Should be good, and I can start working on that upper shelf, get that taken out, start working on that. The goal of the game is just make money, level up, try to get better machinery, work on your wash plant. And, I mean, it's a big open map world, so you have tons of spots to go and try to find lithium, gold, platinum, a whole bunch of different stuff. Right now I'm just working off the main area, trying to build up our experience points and money. It's just a relaxing game, just so you can see all the coal nodes and the lithium nodes and stuff that are just in this one area. It's just a matter of working your way up to it. Pretty much, yeah. You're just mining, trying to get your business going, making money. No, there's no AI in the game, and as of right now it's not multiplayer. It's still, the game's still in early development, so they're still pretty much building the game up. I'm not sure when the next update is, but they have a roadmap of what they would like to have accomplished and stuff like that for the game itself. But it'd be nice to, hopefully within the next year, they'll add multiplayer. They've been getting the game structurally sound and everything else, so pretty much stable. It's just a matter of, I think they're updating the dirt this next update, so you won't have these, what they call voxels, like the balls of dirt that you see being scooped up. I think they're going to something different to help with all the lag issues and FPS issues and stuff like that. Because right now, if you had multiplayer with how the game is right now, everybody would lag so hard. but it's still a fun game. It's a nice, relaxing game. Yeah, it's a very nice game. Just chill out, and it's a nice time spender, pretty much. If you have nothing to do and you just want to kick back and relax. Oh, saving time lapse. I don't know if that's... Man, it's taking a while. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. That was a long time lapse. I honestly forgot it was even going. There we go. I should probably save the game too. I haven't saved the game. Luckily, the game is stable where you don't really crash, but go ahead and save. Come on. There we go. Now I wonder if the time lapse is still going, or if it, once it saves, if it stops itself. I need to get the roller back out. I might just roll up on that other ramp and see how it looks. See if I have to dig any more of it out or not. First, I want to get all this stuff leveled out. All these bumps in the road here taken care of. I think after that point, it's not bad. It's just a matter of all the stuff that usually falls off, all the loose stuff falls off pretty quick. So if I can just get it all of this flattened out, it should be good. Let me get the roller up here and see if I can. That's pretty steep. I don't know if I can. Yeah, there's no way. I'm gonna have to get that taken care of. I don't know if I can flatten that out enough to where it's not as steep or not. That's a steep ramp. I don't know if the more I roll it, the more it's gonna lessen out for us or not. Actually, it seems to be getting a little bit better, doesn't it? Still fairly steep though. But there's not much room up here, so I think until we can have more room to maneuver up here, it might be okay, because there's not much room right here once you get off the ramp. So once I clear out, because I don't want to clear out any of this. I'm going to be staying pretty much right off this ramp edge, coming straight forward this way, because that's where all the pay dirt, you can see the layer of pay dirt right here. All that's just regular topsoil up there, that darker brown. So since this comes down to here, pretty much right off the edge of this ramp is where I want to go. Why is there a tire track right there? That's weird. Alright. Let me get some concrete blocks here. That way I can keep in a straight line. Let me just go ahead and buy 50 of them. And then what I want to do is come right off of this edge, like that. And I just want to follow this line into the hillside. Come on. There we go. So now I can actually get rid of these, like that. So now I got that block to go off of that way. And I have room to maneuver back up in here again. Alright, let's get this up here. I want to see if... Okay, so the time-lapse did stop. So, that's okay. At least I got a time-lapse of doing the ramps. Actually, that block's kind of off a little bit, but that's okay. Alright, so I'm pretty much going to be going all the way back to that upper wall. I'm going to slowly chisel this out. So this is the part where it's going to take a little bit of time. But that's all this game is about time. Now, a lot of this will be topsoil. So I can only imagine most of it's going to be going out the back side here. That's what I figured. But at least now most of it, there's no longer a tree there stopping it from going down this way. Even though most of it is still going down this way. But once this gets leveled out and starts ramping up, it'll start going back down this way again. There's going to be more dirt going out the backside than there is in the actual plant itself. But at least we're starting to get somewhere. We're actually showing some progress now. See all the dirt lumps here already, just from that one trip. And this is all dead dirt right here. You can just see it all how dark brown it is. Honestly, if I don't see any pay dirt after this for a while, I might just dump it off the edge instead of bringing it to the plant. Save on fuel and time, and get through it a little bit faster. Because most of this is just going to get spit right out the backside. It's not really doing any good. do have to watch out tunneling too, because if you get too far in, it will start caving down on top of you. I mean, it's nothing drastic or nothing, but and one thing I kind of wish that they would add to the game, which I'm sure they will eventually, is adding dust. Because, I mean, you're dealing with a lot of dirt and stuff like that. It'd be nice if they added dust. Dirt, stone dust, stuff like that. And you're traveling and stuff like that, you have the dust being kicked up off the tires and you're dumping it into the hopper here, you got dust flying up. Okay. And I just had to say it. The game crashed. Wow. Well, I guess that's where I'm going to end it here, guys. So, yeah. That sucks. That's the first time I've had the game crash on me. So, yeah. But hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will be getting more episodes out to you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.